Dark greetings, everybody. If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you already know who I am, but just in case you don't, my name's Anna. I'm a clinical psychology doctoral candidate, and on this channel we usually talk about real-life applications to psychology, but this time of year, around October, we do something a little bit different called Halloweek, which this month is actually going to be a whole month-long Spooktober. Last year I did something similar where I made videos about the psychology of spooky topics like vampires and ghosts. This year, because I have so many ideas, like I said, I just don't think 1 week is going to cut it, so I'm going to extend it to probably 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how many topics I can really crank out. This is subject to change, but so far I have the following topics lined up. Psychological vampires, commonly referred to as energy vampires or psychic vampires, except this one will be with a twist because it's focused specifically on people who psychologically drain you, why they are this way, how to deal with them. Misogyny and witchcraft. I did touch on this last year in my video on the psychology of witches, but honestly I was just starting to dip my toes in the topic and I had so much to learn and I have so much more to say about the topic now than I did then. The psychology of demons, that one's coming up pretty soon. This is basically why humans believe in demons, where it originates from, how it shows up across time and culture, how they're conflated with other mystical creatures, why we fear them. I will have a Salem vlog because I am visiting Salem this month, so I will show you all the places that I visit in Salem as well as some witchy outfits. The origins of the witch, this one I'm not quite clear on yet just because it's such a broad topic, but I think I want to talk about where the word witch comes from linguistically because I'm currently reading a great book on this. I also want to talk about how people's conceptualizations of witches across time and cultures have changed. I also want to talk about what exactly witchcraft is in terms of what actually does a witch do. I also want to talk about the psychology of Halloween. I think I'm going to do this one this year, but basically why we like to dress up, why we dedicate a day to the undead and the spooky, how this shows up again across time and culture, such as Dia de los Muertos or Samhain, why this time period is considered the time where the veil between the spiritual and physical world is the thinnest, why we like to wear masks, why we like to dress up as someone we're not, all that good stuff. I also have a ton of other ideas for future Halloweeks. I have many more topics on witchcraft, such as the integration of witchcraft into mental health, the different types of witchcraft. We'll see how many of those get thrown into this year's video. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. The psychology of the movie Hocus Pocus. Since Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out next year, I'll probably wait till next year to do this video. I was going to do it this year. I thought it was coming out this year. I was very disappointed to find out it's not. There are a surprising amount of historically relevant details in that video pertaining to witchcraft in particular, such as the fact that there's 3 of them, there's symbolism in that. Even the concept of a witch hat refers to the cone of power, the relationship between witches and animals, and so on. I do want to make a video on the psychology of fairies, why they exist as a legend across so many different cultures, their primary characteristics, why we fear them, why we like them. The psychology of mermaids or sirens, where the legend originated from, why men fear them. The psychology of zombies. I think this one would be interesting in terms of where that fear comes from psychologically, the idea of a deadly contagion, why we fear it, how it's relevant today. I would also really love to do the psychology of werewolves, talking about the importance of lunar cycles, lycanthropy across cultures, the idea of humans embodying animals, the werewolf legend as a symbol for anger problems. And as always, if you have any suggestions, put them in the comments down below. I just wanted to give you a heads up about this series because when I'm not studying psychology, I spend a good amount of my free time studying all things spooky. So I hope this will be interesting to you as it is to me. Hope you have a wonderful October, and I'll see you very soon during our first Halloweek/Spooktober topic.